I don't think it's rude to be outgoing, but yeah, I'd commend you for that. It's good that you've taken up the task of just starting off the call. Uh, to all those who don't know me, I'm Derek. I work with the CTF room, uh, the security team, and today we are going to have our walkthrough Thursday, which will be led by Ruben, who is the co-founder of Cyber Sensei. And yeah, we are really expecting to hear much from you. So suppose anyone has or any questions while the walkthrough is still going on, you can just feel free to write it in the comments. Also, another update is let me check again. The vault, the vault that you're going to go through will be open in the next 12 hours or so, and yeah, it's a premium vault, but it will be free from now to the next 12 hours. And yeah, hoping to see all of us learn and also contribute to uh, also chip in what we are going to learn from Ruben. Uh, Anything else that I might have forgotten? Um, I'm not sure, but oh, I'd forgotten. Just to heads up for anyone who might maybe get confused that Ruben is going to tackle some of the questions that some of the questions that will be on the vault, of which I suppose there are eight. He'll either do maybe uh, four or five, so that at least we can pose the challenge to ourselves. We tackle the rest by our own. So yeah, thank you so much, Ruben, for um, giving your time to dedicating your time to take us through this coming vault, which is I think it's Habemus Hackam or something. I Let me just check it. Yeah, and yeah, we are really hoping to learn from you and also learn from each other better ways or methods that you're going to tackle the vault. So thank you again. I think I hand over to Ruben. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Derek. Those were nice words, and I'm happy because the vault being open for 12 hours, I think it helps someone somewhere, because that room maybe I believe most of us have not interacted with that room, because I know it was only done once last year, but it was in an interview what is it interview for CTF room. Then they closed it. It was premium. So maybe if someone here has never paid for a premium account, a premium subscription, they have not done this. So hopefully you'll do it with the 12 hours they have given. That do I call it leave, or do I call it, yeah. So thank you so much for this opportunity. First of all, I'd like to introduce, I've already been introduced, but kusisitiza kidogo, I'm Ruben Wahome Kanyoko. I'm from Multimedia University. I'm a cyber security, let me just say cyber security analyst or a specialist. I'm a co-founder at Cyber Sensei EH. Currently cyber security lead Multimedia University, doing several things here and there. And I really hope today will be impactful to most of you. It's never my own thinking. It's never about the numbers. It's always about the impact. So today, I really hope it will be impactful to at least some of you. You get to understand something here. Don't walk out of here. I always walk out of here or just get out of this session, and you have not learned anything. So uh maybe I want to open this chance to anyone who wanted to say something or ask something before we start. I'll give like 30 seconds before. you can just raise your arm or unmute, maybe, if there's anyone who has something to say. Okay, I think without further ado, I think I'll jump in. So I'll start by now. Derek, there's something. I believe you're the meeting host. I'm not allowed to share my screen. Please, can you add me to a co-host so that I can share my screen? Currently, I can't. Derek, if you can hear me, I can't currently share my screen. Please,
Oh, sorry. Let me fix that.
just add me as a co-host. So in the meantime, I'll be opening up. I'll be logging into my CTF room platform. Uh-huh. So for those who don't know CTF room, I think it's one of our Kenyan-based, not Kenyan-based, built by Kenya, for Kenya and the whole world. Please, if you're a beginner at cybersecurity or just trying to learn something, check out their platform. I believe their latest reviews, they have added a learning path for beginners. If you're really a beginner, or even if you are a guru at some point, just check out the learning path, and hopefully you'll learn something from there. Nice, amazing. Thank you so much, Derek. I can now share my screen. Select a window or screen, entire screen. Derek, can you please mute? Oh, okay. Sure. Let me just mute. Okay, thank you. So I'll get out of that fast because of the, what is it called, that window, my term has gone. So today you just have to go to range time. Sorry for that. Range time. Under range time, we have a room called Habemus Hackam. I honestly don't know what the creator of this ROM was thinking giving that name. I think it is so hard, but let's dig in. Let's see if the ROM is as hard as the name. So I've solved this ROM, but I'm going to help you solve like the most challenging part, answering the first few questions, because I believe this ROM was a combination of incident response plus the penetration testing. I think it was, let's see, yeah, incident response, threat hunt, sorry for that, and then exploit CV. So we're going to read the description. The Vatican's official website has been compromised in a bold and public defacement attack. What began as a routine day quickly, what began, okay, someone has raised up their hand. Oh, it needs a subscription, I think. So Jethro, I think they have said they'll open the room for like 12 hours. It will be free. Derek, can you confirm it's going to be free for like, okay, I think Jethro has seen that. So the Vatican's official website has been compromised in a bold and public defacement attack. What began as a routine day quickly escalated into a crisis when government monitors detected unusual activity on the server. Your task is to investigate the web application, uncover the vulnerability exploited by the attackers, and retrieve the hidden flag left behind. Amazing, that was good. So you can close that. So the first module was this, the mission brief. So you can check the second module, the Habemus Hackam, now the module. So once you click start lab, you'll please allow 3 minutes of that. Yeah, that's the norm. So can you uncover the flags, trace the attack, link to the Vatican's website? Let this load up so you can get the full IP address, the full link. So help the team find out what happened. This vault will have a mix of traditional flag questions and incident response questions. Exactly. So the traditional flag, I think, is just the normal CTF capture the flag. So questions will guide on what is expected. Flag will be 64 encoded, and some questions might require you to enclose the flag. In flag, now it calibrates flag text format. So I believe, let's give it a minute or two. A second or two, not a minute. let's be reading the first question at least. During a forensic sweep, you discover that bad development practices have left behind breadcrumbs. Hints on the website leverage this to uncover the first flag. This to uncover the first flag. And close your answer in flag flag text or flag text. Okay, nice. So what I want you to understand, in normal life situations, like let's even bring it to the recent times, people are using vibe coding to get their code and everything. Remember that's the norm, like literally that's the norm as of today, of the 14th of May. So one thing you should know, AI sometimes it gives you like information. It gives you information because it is the one that is doing everything for you. It will be like, I've hidden the credentials in this file, I've hidden the credentials in the page source, all that. We'll check that. So one thing, it's it's never about just capturing the flag, it's always about understanding what the concept behind this. So whenever you're dealing with such page, like let's even check this, the page I'm in right now. You can view the page source, right? You can view the page source. And what if there's something here that's going to give me an access to to your account right now? What if there's a script here, or maybe there's a credential here that tells maybe the person vibe coded, and they are like, the AI was here like, to access the admin link, to access the admin account, use these credentials. Maybe you just vibe coded, you didn't check anything. You understood there's the username admin and the password this. You asked the AI and it told you. You've encoded, you have everything, but the credentials are left here. So a normal attacker, or just a normal person, I'll not call them a normal person, because anyone who's checking the page source, they know what they're looking for. But when they check search, they might get something that will you see, all these are like the, what do you call them, the comments. Let me get out of there first, don't want to mess it up. So those are the comments. So in this website, there must things we must always look into. Matters of scanning the website using tools like Nmap. They are checking the page source, all those kind of things. Those are things that a basic web pen tester must look at. Yeah. So currently here, and I don't understand why this is okay. Let me reload. Yeah, so my lab is up. So my lab IP is this. So there's just one thing you must do. Copy this way. If you just click it, maybe it might, oh sorry, I'm used to using my terminal. Just use this, copy without side tracking. Okay, now that's a problem. Let's just use this HTTP port 8080. So notice where it takes us. I've just used this because in a pen tester, they must understand the common ports. When you get a port 80, you get a port 8080, and underline the word commonly. Those are the common ports. It's not like they're just the exact one. The common ports 8080. It mostly runs web server. It mostly runs a web server, and the web server, like just as it says, the web server, it can be accessed by a normal browser. So this is a website, literally. So you can see the Holy See. Okay, you can view the Holy See information services. Vatican News. Welcome to the official website of the Holy See. Submit your prayer requests, your name, your prayer requests, your touch. So it's more of like just you are told it's a Vatican website. Understand? So Vatican, you know what they deal with. You submit, they pray for you randomly. I'm giving just a random thinking. So our first question asked: during your forensic sweep, you discover that bad development practices have left behind breadcrumbs. Hints on the website. Leverage these to uncover the first flag. Enclose your answer. All this. Okay, no problem. So there are two ways of checking this. So there's the page source and there's the inspect. So I'm going to start with the easiest one, the page source. When you just right click on the normal browser, right click on your web page, there's this menu of view page source. Understand there are different ways of a browser checking the page source. It depends on the browser you're using. Maybe you're using Brave, maybe you're using Chrome. It always depends, but the standard way, just right click on any page. And as you understood what I did with the CTF from page, just in this page, right click, view page source, you'll see everything here. So now see whatever it has. You can see the resources it has, those that are not hidden, because remember there are those that are hidden. So there's icon, shortcut, all this. This is the CSS, the style here, style headers. When you see this style, it means the CSS, the normal body part and everything. But notice something, just when I get to the end, there's something here that is commented, and it seems fishy, because what is this? It seems fishy. So what do I decide to do? Let me check what this is. Once you're in this field of cybersecurity, you must have come across, or you might come across, something called encryption and everything. Encryption is whatever they said here. Questions are expected. Flags will be base 64 encoded. So encryption, there are so many ways of encrypting. There's like the route 13, route 47. There's this, the standard. I can say this is the most standard way. Like I think the most easiest way, the base 64. Encoding is it's always about encoding, because even if I look at this URL, my take is this some encoding. There's this specific module that you can't be told it's module 12. Maybe it's module 12, maybe it's module 15, maybe it's module A47. But this encryption, it gives some way of displaying characters or text or information. So how do I check this? I know it's base 64. So there are two sites I mostly use, but there are so many ways of decoding or encoding. So there's the site base 64 decode. Let me plug you with another one. This one, CyberChef. I'll call it CyberChef. You can call it CyberChef, however you call it. So this first site, the base 64 decode.org. Just come paste your base. Oh, not that one. Post your base 64 encoding here. This one. Paste your base 64 encoding there and decode. Once you decode, you get this is your first simple flag. So logically, I've now gotten my first simple flag. And remember, this one you couldn't just tell by the look of the eyes, or just by checking it at that's your first flag. Maybe it was not the first flag. Maybe it meant something else. And remember, in real world, maybe it could have been some credentials of a user. Maybe it could be some, and mostly not even, it must not be the admin user. It can even be the what do you call it, maintenance users. Maybe your server is down, you have somewhere you must have stored some credentials for the maintenance people, so that when they come, they just get them from there. Maybe something of the sort. And remember, that's a way in, because once they are in, maybe they can do some privilege escalation and get to your admin account. You're never safe. So just prevent it so as much as possible. So we have now gotten our first flag, and you'll just use the format they are given. So enclose your answer in flag, then flag text. So you're going to use flag, then flag text, whatever this basics for encoding we have from here. So I'm not going to submit it, because I've already solved it. So in your end, just you can do that. I think that answers question number 1. We are done. So we are going to go to the next one. Oh, there's something I didn't show you. You see, I showed you how to use the page source like that. So there's also another way. There's the inspect way. The inspect gives you the inspector point, and notice it directly gives you the commented part of the HTML page. The commented, you can see it's still the same thing as what you got here. It is the commented part of the HTML page, and here you can actually see more things like the images, all those kinds of things, the styles, all those kind of things. You can still see them here. This page is usually most important. I normally use it most of the time when coming to check on matters of session cookies and all that, and sometimes when checking the network where that page website is being redirected to. You can see it is being redirected to the root page. This, then it loads all this. Something has come up. I'll show you why this is coming up later. You'll understand when you complete the lab. I've reloaded the page, my bad, sorry for that. There's something that happens later on. So this site was hacked, so whenever it loads first time it works well, then after some time after being hacked it changes. So that's why you can see a different. But I wanted to show you this network part. You can see it loads up whatever it loads up, everything that it loads up, you can see. So there's that index page. So if it was being redirected first to login page, you can see it will have given a login page, a login file like login.php. You could have seen it here. Then if it was not stopping there, then redirecting to dashboard automatically, you'll have seen it here. Next thing, you can go to the next part. Attackers often analyze libraries, external scripts, and other third-party assets linked in the application for vulnerabilities or misconfigurations. Leverage this to uncover the second flag. So once you notice this, you've just been told analyze libraries, external scripts, and other third-party assets. One thing you should understand once you get that word scripts, there is the JavaScript. For those who have done the development part and everything, they'll understand. JavaScript is one, I can say, one of the most powerful part of web pages. It does like a lot. So I'll give a random explanation. Like maybe you see even this time remaining 0:47, you can just see it as a timer. But maybe in that timer, I'm using the word maybe because I have not interacted with the development part of this site. But maybe in the timer, it's just a JavaScript code running that sets that timer part. Maybe it's the JavaScript initiating this. Maybe immediately when I click reboot lab, maybe it's a JavaScript part of a code that understands what it needs to do. I've not personally done development fully, but that's what I understand from it. So when you've been told this, we're mostly looking for a script. And once I'm told I'm looking for a script, there's one thing I should know. In the HTML page source, there are things you can check very easily, the scripts. So once there's the style, the head part, there's this part called script. Yeah, this one. This part. Let's check it out. So this script, it is called myconclave.js. However, it is, maybe someone else might have gotten this from doing a subdirectory scanning, because understand this is now literally a subdirectory, a file that has my conclave.js. It has this. So maybe there was a JavaScript code that maybe it's actually just exfiltrating data to somewhere else. You must understand this kind of thing. So even every JavaScript code must make sure it is safe, must make sure it is truly safe. And as of now, this one, you can try to confirm whatever it is. So just like we had the base64 encoding, I can copy that. Now I'm not going to use this base64 decode page. It will still work, but I want to show people on CyberChef. Just go to use the input part, and then from here you'll use from base64, because remember it's already base64 encoded. So from base64, now you get this is your second simple flag. So we just understand this is already our second flag. But come back here, you were told to use the format exactly, so you just go use the same format flag, then paste that the content you got from here. Now we'll move to the third question. That question asks, threat actors always start with reconnaissance. Identify the exact numerical version of the web server running on this system. Exact numerical version of the web server running on this system. So we understand the web server is already running on port 8080. My understanding, or it's already running on port 8080. So we must understand which type of web server is actually running and the version of it, because as of now we don't even know the type of web server that's running. So I'm going to open up my terminal. There's a tool I like using, and it's a very, very good tool called Nmap. I'm going to maximize this so that make sure everyone everyone sees it. So I'm going to use Nmap. I'm going to start Nmap. Then I like using these flags. SV, the capital V, to understand the versions, because understand we've been asked what is the version. Then I'm going to use the IP address. Okay, no problem for that. I'm going to use this IP. Let me minimize that. So one thing you should know, I've not completed here with the IP with that port. I'm now just trying to get all common ports that are here. A normal attacker or an experienced attacker will know they are running it's running under not Apache, it's running under port 8080. They might now opt to specify the port exactly. I hope my command works out. SV, yeah, no problem, sorry for that. Let's just act like we've not done the first part. So 8080, let's see if it will work. I really hope it works. That flag sometimes confuses. Let's give it a second. Yeah, good. So an experienced hacker, maybe they don't want to know about all other ports, but it's always good to check on the other ports, because maybe you don't know, maybe it's another port that actually has a weakness. Because remember, we are lucky we have the questions that are directing us to some angle. But a normal attacker, just when they're just given the IP address, they'll opt to try and get every piece of information from every piece of port, most either open or closed. So understand, we're still running HTTP on port 80, but it's closed. Right now we're accessing it through port 8080. And we're still also running port 22. It's open, it's SSH, and the exact version that's running, it's open SSH 9.6 P1 Ubuntu, all that. I won't read all that, but exactly that's the exact version that's running on this port. And for our web server port, the port 8080, we are running this. I'm going to call it Apache. Maybe someone calls Apache or anything. It depends with whoever taught you primary or something. But literally, it's this Apache HTTPD 2.4.49. This is the exact one. So make sure you actually understand how to get such kind of things. There are other flags to use with Nmap. There's like I'm going to use -t, the minimum. Also, all those. If you have a specified port you want to look into, like what I've just done here, you can use this. So you can go research on more on Nmap, searching on ports. You can go research more into them, but make sure to actually just have a brief overview of how you'll deal with them. So right now we have this port 8080. It's open. The service running is HTTP. The version, it's Apache HTTPD 2.4.49. So the question was asking, identify the exact numerical version of the web server running on this system. So the web server is Apache, so the exact web version, you're going to use this. Make sure to submit that, and your flag will be correct. The answer will be correct. So let me understand, that was question number 3. So let's move forward to question number 4. So following recon adversaries move to exploitation based on the available evidence and artifacts. Determine the CVE identifier that was most likely exploited to gain unauthorized access to the web server. Answer format, it's CVE. So understand. So what does CVE mean? A CVE is more of like a stand to be corrected. It's common vulnerabilities exploits. Yeah. Common vulnerability exploits. It's common. They are known. So like they've already been researched on. They're already known. So it happens every year. So I believe this, when you see X, the first 4X, they are for the years. Then this is for the specified module and everything, like that unique number for every CV, for every exploit. So like currently we're having CVs 2026. Then the exact, I'll call it like the unique, I'll call it the unique number for that exploit. So we have been told this. So once we have been told unauthorized access to the web server, so we understand this is a vulnerability that is concerning the web server that we've already been asked about. We've already done some nmap configure, then some nmap scanning on. So my next point will be, just take this, you see that exact version, copy that, come to your Google, paste that, then just type CV. There's more to this, so just don't understand that it's just typing CV and everything. So there's the Apache HTTP server site. So there's that, and there's this. So I'm going to go with this one first. I'll open a new tab first so that you can come back to this other one. So there's this Apache. So we have not been just specified exact. So I'm going to use the Control F part, and okay, I already used this, so it's already there. So 2.4.49, exactly as what we are running here, 2.4.49. So that's the unique number. I'm going to search it. So the first one you're getting fixed in Apache HTTP server 2.4.51. So critical path traversal and remote code execution in Apache HTTP server 2.4.49 and 2.4.45. Incomplete fix of CVE 2021 41773 and now this 2021 42013. So whatever you're dealing with, so this, it was found that fix of CVE 214773 in Apache server 2.4 was insufficient. An attacker could use path traversal, attack map, exactly all that. So if files upside, so if once you get this, I think you'll check on exactly this. Let's see where we got. Let's dig deep more on that. Let's dig more on that. Let's see the other one. So this one exactly. So critical path traversal, because remember that whatever I've just shown you, it was affecting 2 points. It was affecting 0.50. So I'm literally want to check exactly for 2.4.49. So critical path traversal and file disclosure vulnerability in Apache HTTP server 2.4.49. Exactly this, no other one. It's CVE 2021. Okay, what have I just done? Sorry for that. I've messed up somewhere. Sorry for this. I'll do that, then I'll go back. Was it done reading? So a flaw was found in a change made to path normalization in Apache HTTP server 2.4.49. An attacker could use, I've just remembered some people may not be seeing whatever I'm doing, and now I've just lost. Sorry for that. I'm not just lost whatever I was dealing. Yeah. So an attacker could use a path traversal attack to map URLs to files outside the directories configured by the alias like directives. So if files outside this file outside of these directories are not protected by the usual default configuration required or denied. So this, what they mean is like you see, if you can access my laptop, my files in my laptop, I have files set specifically for the root user. So if you just like access them using the normal user or just a normal user account, if they're not protected with that, if my web server, if that web server has that vulnerability, the CV, whatever you're dealing with, okay, there's something I'm missing. I'm currently studying this, but I was supposed to study the other one, this one. I've just noticed what I'm explaining. So a flaw was found in a change made to the path normalization in Apache HTTP 2.4.49. An attacker could use path traversal attacks to map URLs to files outside the directories configured by alias directives. So file outside yes, they require all denied, whatever I was explaining. If it's not restricted with that part of a specific user, it could be exposed. The requests can succeed if CGI scripts are also enabled for this alias paths. Sorry for that. Paths. This could allow remote code execution. The issue is now known to be exploited in the wild. So all that. So I've understood this, whatever we're dealing with. So the question was clearly Based on the available evidence and artifacts, determine the CV identifier mostly used to exploit, most likely exploited to gain unauthorized access to the web server. Someone is calling me. Let me turn this off. Okay, sorry for that inconvenience. So exploited to gain authorized access to the web server, answer, format, CV, all that. So the exact version, the exact CV, it's this one, CV 2021 41773. I believe that's the correct one, because it's the one affecting 2.4.49. Now we moved, I think Derek, you'll allow me just to answer the question 5, because you said 4 or 5, so you didn't restrict me to like only 4. So I'll answer question 5. So post-compromise attackers often demonstrate poor operational security. Investigate common persistent paths, artifacts, and logs where attackers may have left behind data. Use this analysis to find the third flag. So I'll want to answer this question because I think it was the entry point. Maybe it was the most the one you should have answered well. Then we continue with the rest. You might continue with the rest. So once you already identify a CVE, the CVE, there's something called exploit DB. So I'm going to show you, like, there are so many ways of coming across this. There's the exploit DB. You can try to get an exploit from exploit DB. And today, because of the essence of time, it's already 8:48. I'm going to show you another way. So you see, one thing you should know, we are people are scripters and everything. By script I mean someone who scripts, like Python scripts, JavaScript scripts, the PHP scripts. Maybe there's someone just somewhere who already did this, already did that script. So let's check that. So I'm going to type CV, yes, exploit script. Exactly, let's see whatever we'll get. So I'm mostly looking to get a GitHub script. Okay, who's this? This one combines not combines, oh sorry, it compiles with 0.50. Let me refresh this. Let's see the scripts. Can't see from here, so I'll just log into my GitHub account. I wanted to get it from the Google, so I'm going to search here. So there's the Blasty. This, I think I'll believe to check this. This will be better. I love this one. I use this. So remember, it's LFI, local file inclusion, and RC, remote code execution. So the hacker's brain, you can check that. Let me post this on the chat. I believe that's okay. So let it load up a minute. It's already here. So you can see you have been told Apache 2.4.49 exactly. So you're going to try to exploit this using this, and once you check, there's the exploit.py. So this exploit.py, I'm just going to what do you do with it? Do you download it? You can either download it or copy. I'm going to copy. Just random. Clear that. Sudo nano session. Let's use ctf rom session. I believe that's okay. Let me session.txt. Believe that will work. Not .txt, it's a Python script. It's a Python script exploit.py. That's why I need to use .py here. So enter that, enter my password. So we are now in the nano text editor. For those who have not understood what I've just done, I've used the nano text editor. I'm going to repeat this again. So it's the nano text editor. You can either use this, or you can actually just create you can use the mousepad, paste the script there, then save it as whatever you want to save it. It will still work as long as you use .py. There are those people use Vim. I'm saying this because I know there might be some beginners around here, so that's why I'm specifying that. This whatever just done, I've used nano text editor. I prefer that. Maybe someone else prefers using Vim. Someone else prefers using that mousepad way, the GUI way. So I'm going to repeat whatever I just did. Then I'm going to Control Shift V to paste this. Then I'm going to try to analyze what is needed. So I'm going to use Python 3. Remember, I've not coded the whole thing, so I'm going to try a list and understand how do I use this script. So it's ctf, not that way, ctf from session.py, then the dash help. So I want it to help me. So remember, you can understand all this if you check the readme. I think he used this because I think I got it from there. Yeah, you can see Python 3 exploit.py dash help -help. So you'll get to understand whatever they're dealing with, whatever is needed from you. So it's more of like the script handles it, it understands you, it helps you understand all this. So options, you have the dash h for help, show this help message and exit. Amazing, that's nice. So dash t, that's the target. Specify the target IP or domain. So I believe these scripts helps you carve a lot. It helps you like avoid so much working. So we already have our IP address, right? Our IP address is this. So I'm going to go back to my terminal. I'm going to use Python 3 ctf from ctf from sessions.py, then dash t, then the IP address. Remember that. Yeah, confirm that one. So there's some problem. Let me see. I think the problem might be how I copied the whole thing. Okay, sorry. I know you might be struggling to watch to check that. I'm going to go back here. Let me just download it to avoid so much thing. Yeah, ctf from under ctf from I'm going to use session. I tried to download the readmb. Sorry for that. I want to download the Python script. So under session, I'm going to save that. So let it download. A minute. I hope my network. I really hope you guys can hear me. My network, okay, nice, amazing. So I'll be back to where I have it. Under ctf from session. Okay, nice, amazing. So cd ctf room session ls. So you have exploit.py. So remember, you have you can try working on it. Python 3 exploit.py, the IP address. Oh, I think I now understand why it's not working, because I'm just checked this. It tries with port 80 automatically, the web server. Okay, I think I now know why it's not happening. I'm going to copy this. Then I didn't specifically tell it the exact port I want to use, because as you can see here, it's trying to use port 80. And remember from our nmap scan, port 80 was closed, so that's why I think that's the errors. So let's just try. Amazing, good, thank you Lord. We have it. So now we are in. We already have more of like a shell. It's not a shell, how will I call it? But yeah, we are in. So I can run normal Linux command or CLI commands like ls. notice I'll get everything I need. Not everything, whatever is in this directory. I'm going to print working directory. I'm in the bin directory. Now, one thing I think you should notice, I'll try to cd out of the bin directory. Okay. Now, if I still print working directory, I'll still be in the bin directory. So notice one thing: you're restricted to working in this bin directory. There's somehow you can try to up your game and change this, or try to get a clear shell, but I won't go all that because I want us at least to solve that question. So we've been told we are literally looking for the flag. So we are in the bin directory. I can't honestly can't see a suspicious way. So I'm going to ls the root directory, like the root directory. I'm going to get the bin boot check me, but just that word check me. You understand, you need to check it. So I'm going to try to, I don't even know if it's a directory, if it's a file or anything. So I'll try to use ls check me. So it still has check me. I'm going to cut. Let's try file check me. Let's see if it works. It doesn't work. It doesn't even give me even an error or something. So let me try to cut. Maybe it's a file. And thank you so much. We now have our flag. We can confirm if it works. Control Shift C. I'm going to go back to my terminal. From base64, clear this, paste that. This is the third simple flag. So I believe we now have the third flag. I had someone raising up their hand, maybe. Is there someone with a question, maybe? Okay, go back to the vault. So you were asked to get the third simple flag, the third flag. So we already have that flag. It's under the check me, root check me. So make sure to do that. The rest, it's a simple, literally it's simple. That was the most challenging part. I also try to challenge you. You can still solve this using Metasploit configuration, because remember there's still that CV still in the Metasploit. You can try to check it out, but I know you'll have to play with some few things there, some few configurations there, but it is still solvable with Metasploit, I believe. So I believe I'm done with all I needed to do. Question 5, it's done. So question 6, they are easy, literally they are easy. Just go do them. Maybe I'll hand back to all of you guys. Maybe if there's someone with a question, please, you can ask now on whatever we have covered, or whatever I might have said you might have gotten confused. Maybe I'll welcome questions. Okay, thank you, Matthew. Okay. So I can say we are really on time. It's literally 9 p.m. So I'll give back the chance to Derek. Okay, I'm using a bigger cursor. Yeah, I do most presentations, so I believe that's why I'm using that. But also, when you're dealing with bigger screens, I think you'll believe it will be convenient to use a bigger cursor. So, is there anyone maybe with a question or a compliment or a Q&A maybe they needed? Thank you so much all for actually attending. I'll hand the mic over back to Derek.
Thank you so much, Ruben. That was really great work back there. Especially the fact that you're able to tackle the vault with such fluency, without fumbling that much, as maybe some of us might have. speaking of myself, of which nilikwama nyuma, but yeah, for people like me wenye tulikwama, we will be having this uh call is being recorded, so we'll be posting it in our CTF room YouTube page, and also, and yeah, I think in our CTF room YouTube page for now. And yeah, I'm so, hey, I think I don't know that much. There are people who know much out here. I thought I knew that much, but I still have a long way to go. So thank you so much everyone for attending. Um, feel free to reach out in case you want to maybe take us through a vault in CTF room that you have seen you're interested in, be it a premium vault or a free vault. I think you can just communicate to us through our WhatsApp group channel, which I think I've sent the link. I've sent the link to the chats. And yeah, thank you so much everyone for joining. Not wanting to lock anyone out. Any questions, any compliments to Ruben, anything else? I think silence signifies there's not. So thank you so much. Uh, the beginning, the beginner learning path in CTF from Volts is in. I don't know if I share my screen. Let me just turn camera. I don't know if it's visible on CTF Room website. You can just log in. I think it's under the on your dashboard. On your dashboard, you'll see learning paths. Under learning paths, there is a browse. There is my learning paths, of which you'll find the beginner learning path, of which is all about cybersecurity, and you know what you need to know before you get to it. It's actually free, so you can just go through it. Maybe you can maybe even get to know more, get some info that maybe you had forgotten or ignored. And yeah, thank you so much. Anyone else with a question? Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, just
Uh,
unmute.
I don't
Okay.
know if it's just me, but I can't access that vault.
Which vault?
Uh, the one Ruben was doing.
Habemus Hackam.
Yeah.
Uh, did you register through the link that was shared?
Yes.
Let me check on that. I think you can just drop in your email, and then I'll check on it because I think it should be accessible.